If you're a busy mom like myself, you don't have a whole lot of time to be doing your makeup. You want something that's going to get the job done and get it done quickly. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you with this beautiful, effortless, glowy makeup that you can wear all spring and summer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into the look. Okay, so we went ahead and did our skincare prep. That is very important whenever you're doing your makeup. And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go in with your foundation or tinted moisturizer. And for me, I'm going to use a tinted moisturizer today because it is very easy to use. It's going to look natural, and you want to make sure that when you want a natural look that you use natural products. So a tinted moisturizer is going to do that, or some type of skin tint. This is the Milani Glow. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand. Now I'm going to use a beauty blender pretty much the whole time I'm going to be doing my makeup. It's going to be with the beauty blender because I feel like the beauty blender is just the easiest when it comes to help blending out everything. And I'm using the butt of the beauty blender, and I'm just going over the perimeters of the face with the skin tint, and I'm leaving open the inner part of my face. Less is going to be more. That is the main thing. So I just want to make sure that this is well blended and just enough to just give me a little even tone. You know, you don't want anything too crazy. So the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to use a concealer that is multifunctional. So this one is one that I love. It's the Born This Way Too Faced Concealer. You can use this as a concealer. You can use this as a contour. You can use this as a foundation. But I love this one because it gives such great coverage. And I'm in the color Maple. And I'm going to use that underneath my eyes. And because this is going to be a natural look, I'm going to go right in and go ahead and blend that out with the beauty blender, especially because we're on a time crunch here. So keep in mind, this is a look that we're doing for an everyday, easy breezy, go-to, effortless look, something that you could do pretty much if you are going to work every day, or if you are a stay-at-home mom and you want to look put together and pulled together for yourself, or a lunch with the girls, or whatever you got going on. You want to run errands. This is a good, quick look to do that. So I am going to go here with my beauty blender, and I'm using the side of the beauty blender, you guys, for this. Let's go ahead and blend that in. And like I said, whenever you're using tools that do more than one thing, you're winning, okay? That's going to be the key to doing quick makeup. You want the least amount of tools that do the most. And that's this. So the next thing we're going to use is the Danessa Myricks cream blush. And we're just gonna put that there, right on our cheeks. And we're going to use the other side of the beauty blender that's clean. We use this one for the skin tint. This was concealer, and this side is going to be for our cream blush. So you're just going to tap it in, just like that. I'm going to add just a little bit more concealer right there. Okay, so again, we're using products that you can use that are just easy. So now we're going to set it with the Laura Mercier translucent powder in the color Translucent Honey. We're going to set under our eyes before anything starts to move, and I am going in with the beauty blender. I'm using the cap to press, blow it. We're going to go ahead and go underneath our eyes with that translucent setting powder. Go ahead and set the entire eye. And because this beauty blender is kind of damp, it's going to give you a little bit more time to play, you know what I mean, with the product. So we're going to go ahead and set our forehead as well, set down the bridge of the nose. This part is optional, but I like to pretty much set everywhere that I set the concealer, okay? It's looking a little light right now, but that's okay. So now we're gonna go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and this is in the color Deepest Dark, and we're going to go around. This is going to bring everything together very nicely for us, okay? See how that's going to just bring everything together, okay? Work in circles. So I'm going to use this tool here. This is a Duo Blush brush, okay? It is made for contouring and blush. Now, I got this from Tarte a few years back, but I have some brushes linked for you down below in my description box that you could totally get because they work just the same and they're amazing, because Tarte does not sell these anymore. But literally, I've had these for about 15 years. So this mineralized skin finish I also got from MAC a while back, but I think it's discontinued. But you guys, I use my makeup and I use it till it's gone. And I always like spray it with a little bit of alcohol, just to make sure that the bacteria and stuff is not there. But this is a powder, so it can last a lot longer than a cream, you know. Now we're gonna add that same blush to our eyelid. That is the key, okay? Using the same brush, okay? This is going to be a game changer for you, because this is what's going to make it look like you did way more than what you really did. So with the end of this, we're going to contour, and I'm contouring with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Palette. This is in the color Tan to Dark. We're going to use this one right here, okay? And I'm going to go right here to give myself a little bit of definition, okay? I'm going to go down the sides of my nose. This is what's going to make it look like we did more than we did. Now, everybody's going to contour differently, and that's okay, because you don't have to contour like how I contour, and that's fine. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use an eyeliner, and we're going to line our eyes. Okay, I'm going to line the inner part of my eye. This is Demolition by Urban Decay. And I love this liner because it is a glide on eyeliner. So we're going to use a little bit right here on the top. And I'm not going to bring it all the way over. I'm just going to stop it right on the ends, okay? And I really like eyeliners that are cold glide on liners, because they're just super easy to use. So now we're going to use our fingers really quickly and just pull that out just a little bit like that, okay? Smudge her out. Give you a little wing, honey. Just a little something, something. Now we're going to go on to our brows, and I'm using the Anastasia Brow gel in the color Brunette, and I'm going to lift my brows a little bit. Again, this is what's going to make it look like we did more than what we really did. And I really like to lift the brows because it just lifts the face, and I don't know, it makes everything come together so beautiful, in my opinion. While that's resting, I'm going to go back with my beauty blender, and I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose, go down the side of my nose, and just what I like to call snatching and blending. I'm gonna blend right on top where I put the powder. Just kind of blend everything together, because I like for my makeup to look super blended, okay? I am going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the brow definer in the color Caramel, and I'm just going to add a little bit of bring my mirror, girl, so I can see tail right here. I don't want a really beat down brow. This is a, you know, natural brow, okay? So you see how we're just going to add the tail. Now for me, I take my tail off, but everybody's brows are different. So at this point, you're going to do whatever your brow needs. For me, my brow doesn't need much. And I don't like my brows to look super sculpted on natural days, because that defeats the purpose of having a natural face when you got a beat down brow. What's the point? You know what I mean? So, all right. So at this point, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury pressed powder. I'm going to use a little brush like this. I'm just going to set basically wherever I use the concealer, kind of like in the center of my face. And this is just going to brighten everything for me. I hope that's making sense to you guys, okay? Before we do our eyes, we're going to use some spray. Before we do our mascara, while I'm doing my mascara, I'm just going to let you guys know the key to doing a natural, quick, everyday look is making sure that you have out everything that you know you're going to use and use pretty much the same thing every day. That's going to be the key. You want to pretty much use the same thing every day. Now, this is your go-to look. Now, this is not a look that you're going to be going on date night. This is not, you know, a dinner or whatever like that. This is your go-to look, and your go-to look has to be go-to. So with that being said, you know, even if you need to separate your go-to everyday makeup, separate it from getting lost in the sauce. That's what I did when I used to work in television and film. I was pregnant with my daughter. I used to have to wake up every morning really early, but I still wanted to look pulled together, you know? So I had a separate makeup kit that I put aside for my morning makeup, and I would travel with it. Even if I did my makeup at home, it didn't matter. Even if I traveled and did my makeup at the hotel, because I did stay in LA sometimes because it was just easier for me to get to work. If we had an early morning, I would just go ahead and stay in LA because I lived so far away. I would have that same makeup, you guys. I would put it in a kit and I just kept it with me. And that's what I did. Okay, so from here, you're going to go ahead and do your lips. Okay, so we're going to use the NYX brown liner. It's not really my favorite because it's not really dark, but I do like to use it on my go-to natural days because it allows me to do something to my lips without looking super, super dramatic, you know, and not that any of my makeup is super dramatic anyways. It just really ties in with that natural on-the-go look because it's not anything that's going to draw too much attention to your lips. And I do like to overdraw my lips just a bit. That's something that I just got into. I don't know if it's just an age thing, but I refuse to get lip fillers and I really want my lips to look super plump. So I have been using like plumpers and just kind of overdrawing them just a little bit. Speaking of plumpers, I got this one from Milani. This is called Keep It Real. It does have kind of like this iridescent look to it that I don't necessarily love. So I like to go ahead and use the NYX Butter Gloss because that's one of my favorite glosses in the whole world. Okay, so many of you know that I am a lash girl, okay? So even though we have on the mascara, you totally can stop here and you'll be done. But for me, I'm just gonna always pop on the lash, you guys. If you have your lashes already done, then you've already won the battle, honey. You don't have to worry about that. But I don't get my lashes done. I do my lashes myself every day at home. So, or whenever I put on makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the lashes real quick. Okay. So we went ahead and put on the lashes and you see how the lashes just bring everything together. Went ahead and did my hair really quickly. This wig is from RPG Show. It is glueless. I don't have any glue on. I went ahead and just took off my little band that I had on, put a few curls on the front, and honey, she's ready to go, okay? So again, this is a really quick, easy, everyday, effortless, ready to go. You can wear this to work. You can wear this to the grocery store. You can wear this to lunch. You can wear this look pretty much everywhere. And you can even pump this makeup up if you have somewhere to go afterwards, okay? If you want to kind of, you know, do more from here, you totally can. If you want to add a little bit of more smudge, if you want to define the brows more, if you want to add more blush, this is the time that you can do a little bit of like tweaking. But keep in mind, the more you tweak, the more time you lose, okay? Trust me. You have to know that this is good enough, okay? It'll get you through your day. You will look fabulous and stunning throughout the day. If you like this look, give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions about this look, make sure you leave them down below in the comment section. And make sure you subscribe to the channel to become a beauty, because over here we are shining light on self-care while embracing the journey of motherhood, okay? And we're doing that through beauty, through lifestyle, through many avenues. So you want to become a beauty so you don't miss out, okay? So we can do this together, girl. And make sure you turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on another upload. All right, until the next video, I'll see you later. Bye, beautiful.